I know I don't usually do game reviews, but give me a break. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man for the PS4 was developed by Insomniac Games, and it features a more versatile, older Spider-Man than we're definitely used to. I had a lot of fun playing the main story, and I haven't quite completed everything yet. I'm really taking my time with this game. I'm having a lot of fun so far. So this video is just going to go over what I've done now and how I feel about it, and it will be totally spoiler-free, I promise. Spider-Man for the PS4 is a game I had super high hopes for. I, like many of you, played a lot of Spider-Man 2. I played it on the GameCube, I know a lot played it on the PS2, and this seemed like the first game since then to really get Spider-Man right. Honestly, it did too. The web swinging, the combat, everything. It really delivered. The story in Spider-Man for the PS4 is a totally original one, and it might be one of my favorite adaptations of Spider-Man outside of comic books ever. There's a lot I don't want to say for sake of spoilers in this review, but what I will say right now, this is the perfect Peter Parker. Honestly, it's the first time I've seen one that's this old, so his struggles are more mature, which is more believable for an older audience, which this game is definitely geared towards. His relationship with Mary Jane is so relatable that it hurts sometimes, and we don't have to spend a whole game dealing with Peter, learning about responsibility, and trying to deal with that for the first time. This is a game where we have Spider-Man, and he knows he's Spider-Man. It's really not about coming to terms with that anymore. The story seemed to have a ton of references too. I don't know if it was all just the comics, but a lot of it seemed like direct references to the MCU, some to the Spider-Man 2 game, maybe even some to Sam Raimi movies. That might just be me loving those movies and seeing the comic references through them, but I don't know, it was awesome. One moment in particular will make any Marvel fan just flip out for a second. I did. Honestly, if you're a Spider-Man fan, there are like 4 of those moments. For some, the pacing might not be exactly what you're looking for. I feel like a lot of modern gamers are more into constant action or at least constant purpose. I personally get that, but I grew up playing Zelda where you spend tons of time just riding opponent through fields or sailing a lot. Well, in Spider-Man PS4, kind of like Spider-Man 2, I found myself getting lost in the web swinging and the slower parts of the story that just kind of flesh out what's going on. So that's just something I'm really into. If you're not, those slower parts in the story and those long scenes of web swinging might not quite do it for you. It utilizes that Arkham Asylum style of dodging and countering, except this time you utilize webs, which is really awesome. And if you get good at the game, or the better you get at the game, the more fun it is. There's also a really well done stealth aspect to the game, which allows you to really get to use your gadgets. There are some pretty cool spider gadgets in this game. For me, the main story is everything in a one-player game, and Spider-Man definitely delivered on that. But since I've beaten it, I haven't stopped playing. I've played every night, and I'm trying to take my time with it, but it's really hard to. I have a lot of fun just doing the side missions and finding backpacks and swinging around the city. Honestly, I spend more time swinging than I do pretty much anything else, or just jumping off the Empire State Building. Awesome. Most of the side missions do feel a little bit video gamey, but as long as you're not doing like 30 in one roll, you're probably going to be okay, and they really developed the universe really well. It's cool. All in all, Spider-Man for the PS4 is the best Spider-Man game, period. It's awesome. If you're a fan of Spidey and different adaptations of him, and you're a fan of one-player games, you'll love the main story. If you like open world, free roam, and well-done gameplay, you'll love everything else too. I could definitely see the pacing being off for some, and if you're a really heavy gamer, maybe those side missions will be a little repetitive, but I can't think of anyone who would play this game and not like it. I loved it. I'm gonna give Spider-Man a 9 out of 10. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I never do a game review, but I figured why not, especially after beating this one. It was really special to me. The main story was awesome, and I just had to let y'all know. If you liked this and you want to see more gaming related videos, let me know. If you played Spider-Man, let me know how you felt about it down below, but just try to refrain from spoilers.